What is up, gamer girls, gamer guys, gamers of the same type? I've never done a YouTube video like a normal one on this channel before, but here it is, I guess. And as you can see from the title of this video, I am going to be reviewing songs, but by using the freaking AI mode. So like, I accidentally played with this, and it's kind of crazy how much this AI actually knows about me, because I'm a pretty small artist, as you can see. There's like some questions that you can ask the AI, and the AI knows like a shockingly like crazy amount. So it's like, hello, curious about what we're doing to help. Okay, let's say meaning behind the song lyrics. See if it knows that. The song "The Girl Might Kill You" by NMC Molly uses dark metaphorical imagery to explore themes of emotional volatile. I can't even say this word. Obsession and the feeling of being trapped. Key themes: emotional destruction. The reoccurring refrain, "The girl might kill you," suggests a relationship or a situation that feels dangerous or destructive to the speaker's well-being. Well, it's not really like, okay, so that's got that part correct, but it's kind of off. But I'll explain. Loss and despair. Loss and despair. The lyrics describe a sense of hitting rock bottom, mentioning lost money and being hidden away forever, which paints a picture of isolation and personal failure. I think that's pretty low accurate. I think it's pretty low accurate. Overcoming struggles. Later in the song, there's a shift towards addressing the past trauma or addiction. The speaker attempts to reconcile with the idea that the external world, or perhaps the specific girl, cannot truly know or define them. What? Okay, so what I think it's trying to say is like, I've kind of, well, like the narrative of the song is basically that like a lot of people live their lives addicted to some kind of feeling, and it's like at the end of the song, it's like that's written in a third person perspective, but at the end of the song, it's like written in a first person perspective, where it's like you've kind of overcome that kind of feeling. And I guess that's kind of what it's trying to say here, which is so it's like basically emotional destruction, loss and despair, and overcoming struggles. But it doesn't mention third or first person, because I think that's just a bit too much for it to understand. I don't know. Summary of the narrative. The song seems to follow a descent into a taxing cycle where the speaker feels compelled to chase something that is ultimately harmful. The repetition at the end, "That's okay, she might kill you anyway," suggests a resignation to this I think dangerous realization that the outcome is inevitable. The speaker is choosing to accept it rather than fight it. It's crazy how it even knows that, because that's like, what? That's like nowhere in the description. There's no description for this. How does it even know that? Like, this is very accurate. That's crying. The speaker mentions that a personal experience replying, "Let me, I'm sorry to go about my addiction." The speaker replies, "Reality told me to put the money." This is not the lyrics. Reality told me they just like it for the money. It's not the put the money. Later on the track, the speaker notes that the others, they do not love or know that individual, and suggests that despite these struggles, that's okay, she might kill you anyway. What happens after losing all your money? Does the girl care about your dreams? What does this even mean? Is this even related to the song anymore? Based on the lyrics of the song, the girl does not show concern for the speaker's aspirations. In fact, the lyrics suggest the opposite. Specifically, the line, she doesn't even care about it. It's meant to say, so say goodbye to all your dreams. Why does this low-key sound better than the actual song, though? Why does that sound better? Anyways, for lack of regard for the speaker's personal goals or future, true. The song characterizes the relationship as one that leads to the abandonment of those dreams, positioning the girl as a destructive force rather than a supportive presence. That's true, but like, it's twisting what the actual dynamic is of like the relationship between the two. But this is pretty accurate, honestly. Like at face value, this is pretty informative. Yeah, but it's got it pretty accurate. I'd say that's a like 6 out of 10 in terms of meaning. It's just not aware about context, and it's also not aware about the narratives, but like the split between the two people. It's basically saying that it's like the first person. It's like the song's about two different people more than just the one person, and AI kind of hasn't got that. So yeah, let's move on to the third song. Okay, so let's ask AI. Summarize the video, recommend it. Oh, what? There's like nothing here. Oh, never mind. Why did it just appear? Yeah, let's just start with, what is the song about? The song Mary Jane I Want to by NMC is a reflective and melancholic track about the transition into adulthood and the internal struggles that persist despite the milestone of turning 20. That's true. Expressing that becoming a new man doesn't necessarily mean things will change for the better. Internal turmoil. The reoccurring lyrics in my head and get out of my head. In my head and get out of my head connects an obsession or intrusive thought that the narrator is struggling to overcome. That's true, and it's also another thing that's kind of related to the second song, addiction as well. And it's also like trying to get out of that, I guess, turmoil or whatever it said. Emotional state. The lyrics mention feeling upset about things other than the typical party culture and describe coping mechanisms, using substances to set up that big firework in my mind. Overall, the song captures the feeling of existential dissatisfaction and the desire to escape one's own thoughts as life responsibilities begin to set in. Kind of right, but let's ask it more questions. Now, why does turning 20 feel bad? According to the song, the narrator feels turning 20 is difficult because it involves entering a life filled with new responsibilities. The speaker expresses a sense of disillusionment, noting that despite turning 20, they still feel things won't change for the better. Okay, so this is the same thing as before, which is kind of accurate, I guess. Okay, what does the music represent? Let's say that. And then after, we'll ask one more question and we'll ask it what it thinks the genre. Oh, apparently it's just given us the genre. Okay. The music representation serve as a sonic representation of the song seems delusional. Yeah, okay, we've done that. Atmospheric and lo-fi texture. The song feels heavy, located, and oriented, repetitive and intrusive melodies.
Bro, why would you say that to me?
The repetitive nature of the vocals and the lyrical beat, particularly during the in my head sections, effectively mirrored the nature of obsessive or intrusive thoughts. It's quite kind of spot on, I can't lie. This is kind of accurate. Reflective verses and the intense layered expression of frustration, highlighting the narrator's the internal conflict. The firework metaphor in the lyrics is complemented by the production effort, the sonic pressure, lurking beneath a facade of normality. Yeah? But firework is also something else, and that's not, it's kind of not really related to that, but whatever. Isolation itself, the intimacy of the recording style coupled with the raw, direct delivery creates a sense of vulnerability. So yeah, I think that's the intention. I think all of it was supposed to be separated from the beat. It wasn't really supposed to, I don't know. I didn't really put a lot of effects onto that, onto the vocals, so I think that's the intention. Feels like a private diary, reinforcing a theme of dealing with personal heavy responsibilities behind closed doors while life continues outside. What genre was you call this song? The song merging indie alternative and lo-fi hip hop. It's kind of like lo-fi uncanny. No, it's kind of like lo-fi bedroom pop and maybe like some hints of indie, like hyper indie or something. That's kind of what it things. Does the singer trust his future self? That's the last question. Do I trust my future self? This is skepticism rather than the trust in his future self. Reflecting on the milestone of turning 20, he acknowledges that while you guys are becoming a new man, he immediately counters the thought. Okay, so it's kind of gotten confused between like what the actual song is and like what I feel, I guess. It's kind of like I wrote this song like when I was turning 20. And it's kind of like a third and a first person kind of mix up between things. I don't know, like, do I have the hope in my future? I think so. I don't know, like, I'm still here, right? So maybe. Okay, let's ask AI what this song is. Let's just wait for it to. Okay, cool. Why can't the creator skate? Where is the video filmed? There is no video. There's no video here. List the creator's struggles. Yeah, what's my struggles in this song? I think it's a little bit obvious. The creators themselves are frustrating too much period where they are unable to skate due to persistent, relentless rain in the Queensland. Throughout the week, they face several setbacks. Monday, despite re-registering an outfit, they discovered it was raining. Tuesday, even though they brought their board to the school to skate afterwards, the weather app reported rain. After waking up late, they hoped for clear skies, but they were told by friends that it was raining. Visiting with school, the creator was unable to skate regardless, but noted that it was still raining? Wait, was I? Hold on. Oh no, I did. Never mind. Friday, they woke up with a decent time on a day off. Only took out the windows here. It was still pouring. Plans to skate with their boyfriend was ruined when they discovered it was still raining throughout the entire weekend. Honestly, I feel like that's all we need to ask. Because, like, there is nothing about this song that is, like, emotionally, like... There's nothing about this song that's, like, emotional or actually, like, serious in any kind of depth. It's basically it literally is just a joke. Let's do part one, I was bad to you. This is a song that has a lot of emotional, like... Oh, what? Does this not have an AI? No way! This doesn't have an AI! Part two has one. Okay, cool. You are not going to know what part 1 is about. Who produces me? Okay, this is an interesting question. Is this a narrative song? Yes, this song incorporates narrative elements, particularly in the later portion of the track, which includes a song focused on repetitive emotional expressions regarding running away and avoiding substance use. The final segment introduces a clear conversational narrative. It's literally just a voice recording of someone. In the closing section, the lyrics transition to a direct gesture where the speaker clarifies the nature of a relationship, specifically stating, defining the bond. The speaker addresses someone as best friend, but yeah, that's the end of the song. Clearing up misunderstanding, the speaker denies claims about. This is literally all just about the voice message at the very end. How is the relationship described at the end? No, we want the start. How does the singer mention running away? In the song, the mention of running away appears to be a metaphor for the singer's internal struggle and emotional distress rather than the literal act of leaving. Holy fuck, I've never been able to read that fluently. Based on the lyrics, the singer mentions running away in the context of these things. Emotional avoidance and pain. The singer links to the feeling of running away to try and escape pain, suggesting that it's a way to cope with their feelings or a difficult situation. Substance avoidance. The theme of running away is closely paired with the singer's aversion to getting drunk and using drugs. This implies that the desire to run away is a mental state that they are trying to manage without relying on substances to numb their mind. Yeah, it's kind of mixed. Like that's one like part of the song, but I think I'll get to that later on. Self-preservation. Later in this track, the singer expresses a desire to take care of myself and make myself happy, including the urge to run away. Inciting the urge to run away reflects a need to detach from someone or something that is causing them distress or confusion. This line here, it kind of perfectly defines the whole song, kind of, but it's kind of does the singer trust their own mind? Yeah, let's do this one. Based on lyrics, the singer expresses a deep sense of distrust or detachment from their own mental state. Throughout the song, they repeatedly describe their mind as being out of control. My mind is running away. This recurring singer, unable to tether their thoughts or stabilize their mental state, viewing their mind as something that is constantly escaping them. Internal chaos. The singer notes that life is running and crashing. My mind is running and crashing into a wall. It's not life, it's like the lyrics aren't right here. It's my mind is running and crashing and then it's into a wall. The lyrics don't make sense because they're not the lyrics, but it's like they kind of mean the same thing. So I almost read that as an MC because it looks the exact same. Struggle for agency. What? I just realized what I said. The singer indicates a desire to regain control by stating they want to take care of myself and make myself happy. I think I've already read through this. Does the singer enjoy drinking? That's a great question. Do they enjoy drinking? The singer explicitly states that they do not enjoy drinking. Yeah, let's go. They know me, I think. Repeating the phrase, I don't like getting in trouble multiple times throughout the song. I don't know, I don't think it takes a mathematician to realize this. Okay, so I think overall, it like kind of knows a little bit of the song, but it's like it doesn't know all of it. So this is basically about this is basically about substance abuse and how I'm very confused about it. But it's also about like a toxic relationship where I was coerced into substance abuse to be like more socially interesting. That's kind of what this song is about. Yeah, I didn't really get that, but then again, yeah, understandable. It's kind of like I on purposely make my songs confusing. So yeah, and this song is kind of like written in the third perspective because I kind of made this song like a while after that stuff kind of happened, so I guess you could say it is like a third person narrative. So yeah, I think this AI probably gave me about a 5 out of 10. I didn't really understand the outside context of it, but some parts are accurate about the substance abuse. It's literally in the freaking title, so like how could you get that wrong, you know what I mean? And this has an AI mode too. Alright, so let's see. How to reclaim your life. Dealing with toxic people, what is the main message? Let's see that. The main message of the video is talking about personal responsibility and proactive control over one's life. The speaker emphasizes several key points: taking action and ownership. Throughout the video, speaker repeatedly stresses the necessity of taking action and taking ownership of your own life to live it to the fullest. Yes, that's true. Evaluate relationships. So you They caution against keeping individuals who show bad intentions, suggesting that while they might hide some of their nature internally, they will eventually reveal it. You should not be obligated to stay connected to someone just because they have always been in your life. Yeah, that's pretty accurate for what it is. Consequences. The freedom so we may recognize the consequences of the choices and encourage moving on if patterns persist. That's pretty accurate because it's literally just a sample of someone basically talking about this. So, I mean, yeah, it's like, when should you cut someone off? I'm really curious what this is gonna say. The speaker suggests that you should cut someone off. Oh, it's about the song. I thought it was gonna be like, you, my friend, yes, you should cut someone off when they blah blah blah. I actually really want to like ask two curious questions. A, what genre is this song? Let's see what it says here. The musical genre of the following song is not explicitly identified in a video, metadata, or transcript. While the video proceeds while answering Marley and Nancy, the available information does not specify a genre for this particular track, and online searches do not provide a direct classification for the specific project. Yeah, because there are no online searches, bro. I'm this irrelevant. There is no... Oh my god, I think it's just like experimental power rock mixed in with like hyperpop. I don't know. Where is this audio sampled from? I will be so surprised if like Google manages to like actually get this correct. There is no publicly available information indicating that the audio is in the video Life by an MC produced by Molly is sampled from a pre-existing source. It is sampled from a pre-existing source. What does taking ownership look like? Does this even say this in the song? Oh, it's just okay, so it's just a repeat of what before. Okay, so that was AI basically summarizing some of my album. It didn't quite get like my own like context right, but it's kind of concerning and worrying how insanely accurate some of the stuff is, because it like actually it's a robot, right? There's no way it can actually just listen to my song and like, I mean, obviously it can decode it, but it's like, how does it know these things? How does it like have this sense of human emotion? It's so strange. I don't know. It's so scary. I'm actually like, I don't know. But yeah, that was me apparently. And by the way, I am dropping a new single on Friday. So yeah, just stick around for that, and maybe AI will tell you some more about that song. Who knows? But anyways, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye!